In this video, we are going to talk about top 10 travel cameras to buy. So before starting this video, please like this video, and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Looking for the best travel camera for your next big adventure? Travel may have been off the cards for most of us recently, but that doesn't mean you can't start planning ahead. So to help, we've rounded up all of the best contenders for capturing your next trip. There are lots of factors to consider when choosing the best travel camera. Firstly, do you need a pocket camera, or are prepared to go for something larger in exchange for more shooting power and flexibility? To help you decide, we've included both compact cameras and mirrorless models in our list. The type of trip you have planned will also affect the kind of travel camera you go for. Going on a safari-type adventure, or just the city zoo? A long lens is almost certainly a must. More likely to be wandering around on a city break? A small, light and portable camera with a big sensor and a fast lens is likely to be a better choice. Then there's video to consider, including if you want to shoot any video at all. If not, you could save money by going for an older model like Panasonic Lumix ZS200 TZ200, rather than a more video-centric camera like the Sony ZV-1. Perhaps you'll want to show off your location in real time to all those home, in which case you'll need a camera with good connectivity options. Smartphones have come a long way, but the best travel cameras still bring many benefits over the latest iOS or Android devices. You get better manual control, longer battery life, more ergonomic handling, and, crucially, higher image quality, which is especially important if you have any plans to print out your holiday pics. At the moment, our top choice of best travel camera is the Panasonic TZ200. It's a compact and discreet travel zoom that is still the best in its class, despite being a couple of years old now. If you want a bit more flexibility, we've also included a few larger options with interchangeable lenses, including the excellent Fujifilm X-S10, and beginner-friendly Olympus OM-DEM10 Mark IV. Both of these cameras has in-body image stabilization, IBIS, which is particularly helpful for preserving image quality when you're shooting handheld. No matter what kind of travel camera you're looking for, we've got everything here, from pocket-friendly compact powerhouses to larger models for superior image quality. Now all you have to do is pick the destination. 10. Panasonic Lumix ZS200 TZ200. With the rise of high-end compacts like the excellent Sony CyberShot RX100V stealing the thunder from compact travel zooms, Panasonic's response has been to keep the camera body about the same size as its earlier ZS-TZ series cameras, but to squeeze in a much larger sensor. We saw this with the Lumix ZS100, known as the Lumix TZ100 outside the US, and Panasonic has continued this with the newer Lumix ZS200 TZ200. This physically larger 1-inch sensor enables much better image quality than would otherwise be the case, but the slight downside is that the zoom range from the lens isn't quite as extensive as some others with smaller sensors. That said, the ZS200 TZ200 still sports a very versatile 15x zoom, while there's also a handy built-in electronic viewfinder which makes it easier to compose images in bright light. It's a bit pricey, but this is still the best travel zoom compact camera available right now. 9. Fujifilm X-S10. Sometimes a mirrorless camera really hits the sweet spot of size, price and features, for most people, and that's the case with the Fujifilm X-S10. It's not an entry-level camera or as small as a premium compact, but you get an awful lot for your money. And if you combine the X-S10 right lenses, it's an excellent, versatile travel for most types of trip. While the X-S10 doesn't officially have weatherproofing, its magnesium alloy build quality is excellent and will certainly handle life in a backpack. Thanks to its large grip, the handling is also excellent, whether you're carrying it around one-handed or attaching a longer zoom lens. 8. Sony CyberShot RX107. Sony revolutionized premium compact cameras with the original RX100, as it was the first pocket-sized camera to feature a large 1.0-inch sensor. They were always great for travel, but thanks to a relatively limited zoom lens were perhaps sometimes overlooked in favor of other models. Things changed when we got to the RX100V, which paired a much longer lens than ever before, and now we've seen some refinement of the model for the latest, the RX107. The sacrifice for making the lens longer is losing the super wide aperture of previous generations, but if you're mainly going to be shooting in sunny climes, it may not be such a big deal. There's also a heck of a lot of power under the hood of the RX107. It houses features that you might not ever use, such as a ridiculous 90 FPS burst mode, as well as those that are more commonplace, such as 4K video. 7. Olympus OM-DEM5 Mark III. Compact, versatile, capable, pick any two and you've got a good travel camera. The Olympus OM-DEM5 Mark III is all three, and then some. Its weatherproof polycarbonate shell is small and light, yet handles wonderfully. It offers on-the-go photographers a raft of modes and features that guarantee great holiday snaps. And the combination of a powerful image processor, on-chip phase detection autofocus and some of the best image stabilization skills around make it an incredibly capable piece of kit to shoot with as you move. Yes, its outright image quality can't match larger formats in trickier conditions, low light, for example, but you'll struggle to find a travel camera that can tick so many other boxes. Add 4K video into the mix for those roaming vlogs and you've got a mirrorless camera that deserves a spot in your carry-on. 6. Canon PowerShot G5X Mark II. What the G5X Mark II loses in zoom, it makes up for in other areas. With a wide maximum aperture throughout the focal length, this is a camera which is well suited to a wide range of lighting conditions. Besides which, having up to 120mm in 35mm terms available is still pretty flexible. Elsewhere, there's a high-performing 1-inch sensor, great 4K videos and a pop-up electronic viewfinder which pairs well with the tilting LCD screen. 5. GoPro Hero 9 Black. If you need a tiny, pocketable video camera that can handle pretty much anything your trip throws at it, then an action cam should be top of your list. And the most powerful, versatile one right now is the GoPro Hero 9 Black. This model is the only GoPro that has a built-in color display on its front, which is very handy for framing your travel highlights. Compared to the more affordable Hero 8 Black, which is also worth considering, it also brings a larger battery and some nifty new software tricks. Overall, the Hero 9 Black's sensor is smaller than those found in premium compacts and mirrorless cameras, while its focus is more on video than stills. 4. Fujifilm X-S10V. A premium compact camera with a design inspired by 1950s analog cameras and a fixed 23mm f2 lens. Sounds like the very definition of niche. And yet, far from an anachronism, Fujifilm's X-S10V is one of the best travel cameras you can buy. For a start, it takes the small form factor that made the X-S10F before it so convenient to carry and adds a supremely useful tilting touchscreen. The advantages are gesture support and easier shooting at tight angles. Inside, a new 26.1MP sensor and X processor 4 translate into improved autofocus image quality and high ISO performance, building on what was already a fantastic shooting experience with the fixed aperture lens. 3. Sony a6100. If you don't mind carrying something slightly larger than a pocket camera on your travels, the Sony a6100 arguably offers the best balance of size, shooting power and value right now. It isn't without its flaws, but it does tick most boxes for globetrotting photographers. Despite its compact size, this entry-level mirrorless camera offers a fleet of useful features, from customizable buttons, and a microphone input to the flip-up touchscreen that, though limited in functionality, is ideal for framing far-flung selfies. Paired with a good lens, the 24.2MP sensor serves up decent images with plenty of detail, while the AF system, shared with the flagship A6600 ensures reliably sharp focus, and excellent continuous tracking, even on the move. 2. Sony CyberShot RX10 IV. In terms of offering something for everybody, the RX10 IV ticks a lot of boxes. It's like having a bag full of lenses, but with the benefit of never having to change them. There's a very long zoom, while the maximum aperture is pretty wide throughout the lens. The sensor might not be as large as the ones you'll find on a DSLR CSC, but Sony's 20.1MP 1-inch device has proven itself to be very capable regardless. 1. Sony ZV-1. If you're looking to mainly shoot travel video rather than stills, then the Sony ZV-1 is the best pocket-able option around. It combines the best video-focused features of Sony's RX100 series and adds its latest autofocus system, which is comfortably the best you can find in a compact camera. The lack of an electronic viewfinder means the ZV-1 is less convenient for still shooters than the RX107, but it's still a capable smartphone backup thanks to its 20.1 MP 1-inch sensor. That's it for this video. We tend to hope you learned a few tips. If you're still here, then I bet you enjoyed the video. Provides it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.